All right, get ready, because we're going to take a deep dive into the life of Patricia Bright.
Oh, yeah.
We've got her interview from the Diary of a CEO podcast.
Okay.
And let me tell you, this woman, her story is incredible.
Yeah.
It's anything but ordinary.
Yeah.
We're talking about everything from her Nigerian roots to becoming a YouTube star to entrepreneurship and all the challenges that come with being a successful woman.
Yeah.
So we're covering it all.
It's pretty remarkable, how much our early experiences really shape who we become.
Right.
And, Patricia talks about her Nigerian upbringing, and she calls it this Nigerian cauldron that really just ignited her drive and her passion.
It's more than just hard work, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like this ingrained resourcefulness.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about that anecdote where she talked about her mom taking her and her sister to clean offices at 5 a.m. before school.
Oh, wow.
I mean, 5 a.m.
Yeah.
That just stuck with me.
It's a testament to her mom's work ethic.
Absolutely.
But it also kind of shows something a little bit deeper about their culture, This figure-it-out attitude, this sense of hustle that's just kind of woven into their DNA.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
It makes you wonder how those early experiences, the values that are instilled at such a young age,
Yeah.
really shape how we all view work and opportunities.
For sure.
I mean, and Patricia's story takes this intense turn when she starts talking about her father's deportation
Right.
when she was only 6 years old.
I mean, deportation is traumatic for anyone,
Yeah.
especially a child that young.
Absolutely.
And it's clear that this event, had a really profound impact on Patricia, shaping her views on safety, on security, and even just fueling her drive to succeed.
Yeah, she took that early instability
Yeah.
and used it to create the secure future for herself.
Right, exactly.
And then there's this fascinating pivot that she makes in university. She starts with fashion marketing at Manchester Metropolitan University, but then she switches over to accounting and finance.
So on the surface, it just seems like a practical decision.
Right,
The fashion industry, it's not known for being financially stable.
right.
But what's interesting is how this practical choice actually ended up laying the groundwork for her future success.
It's like,
You set off on one path and then you find this hidden doorway that leads you somewhere completely unexpected.
yeah, and that kind of seems to be a recurring theme with Patricia, especially when you look at how she got into the world of YouTube.
Yeah.
She started it as a hobby,
Right.
a way to just connect with people online after having a friendship fall out at university.
It's incredible, though. What's impressive is her commitment to it.
Right.
She uploaded videos every single weekend for 4 years before she made any money from it.
Oh, wow.
That takes serious dedication, especially in a world that is obsessed with instant gratification. It's amazing.
She's like the tortoise in the race. Slow and steady wins the race.
That's it.
But then with that success comes a whole new set of challenges,
Oh, yeah,
especially for a female influencer.
for sure.
Patricia talks about, facing these double standards and feeling this pressure to downplay her achievements, to stay humble.
Yeah, it's a valid point,
Mhm.
She uses the examples of Ben Francis, who founded Gymshark, and Grace Beverly, who founded Tala,
Yeah.
to kind of highlight the discrepancy.
Right.
If a man talks about his accomplishments, it's seen as inspiring.
Yeah.
But if a woman does the same thing,
Yeah.
it's perceived as bragging or boastful.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
This unspoken pressure that women face to minimize their success.
Right.
Just to kind of avoid judgment.
Exactly.
It makes you wonder, are we seeing similar double standards in our own fields?
Oh, absolutely.
And how does that impact what we choose to share,
Yeah.
both online and offline?
It's an important question.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
for all of us to consider.
And then we see Patricia channeling all of this experience into something really remarkable.
Yeah.
This platform called The Break that's dedicated to empowering women financially.
It's a brilliant move, especially when you think about her own,
Right.
struggles with managing money earlier in her career.
Yeah.
She was really open about her financial recklessness.
Mm-hmm.
Even got into trouble with taxes
Yeah.
at one point.
Yeah, it speaks volumes about her growth, though,
Mhm.
and her willingness to learn from her mistakes.
It really does.
What's fascinating is that the platform's success, 20,000 downloads of a simple budgeting spreadsheet in 2 weeks,
Wow.
proves that there's this huge demand for accessible financial education,
Totally.
particularly among women.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how she's turned her financial journey,
Right.
both the highs and the lows,
Yeah,
into this source of knowledge and empowerment for other women.
for sure.
It really highlights the power of being vulnerable and sharing your experiences,
Absolutely.
even the messy ones.
that makes such a difference.
It does.
It does.
And speaking of authenticity, Patricia's very candid about the challenges of building this successful career while also navigating a long-term relationship with your husband, Mike.
Yeah, working together, raising kids.
Yeah,
It's a delicate balancing act.
it is,
Yeah.
sure. But they seem to have found a rhythm, though.
Yeah,
It took some trial and error.
right.
She mentioned the need for clear boundaries
Okay.
and separate workspaces to avoid conflict
Right?
when you're both so passionate about the same things.
Especially when you're working on the same thing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, those boundaries are crucial.
Yeah.
It's so easy for work to bleed into your personal life when you're in that kind of environment.
Mm-hmm.
Having those designated spaces physically and mentally helps protect the relationship.
Right.
It's not all about work.
And I thought it was so interesting how they both talked about the positive impact their children have had on their work-life balance.
Oh, interesting. You'd think having kids would make things more chaotic.
Yeah, you would think.
But it seems like for them, it brought this sense of structure.
It's almost counterintuitive, isn't it?
It is.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
When you think about it, having children really forces you to prioritize,
Mm-hmm.
to be more intentional with your time.
Right.
And in their case, it seems like it created this natural rhythm that actually benefits both their work life and their family life.
It's a good reminder that sometimes the things that we perceive as challenges can actually bring unexpected gifts.
Absolutely.
And speaking of unexpected turns, Patricia also shared this deeply unsettling experience she had with a cyberstalker for 3 years.
Oh, gosh.
It's a chilling reminder of just the darker side of online visibility.
Yeah.
She bravely detailed the stalker's behavior, messaging her across different platforms, contacting her family members,
Wow.
even showing up at a meet and greet.
Oh, that's terrifying.
It really makes you think about the trade-offs of putting yourself out there in
Yeah.
such a public way.
For sure. And how do we balance this desire for connection and community online
Right.
with the potential risks of overexposure?
It's a tough question.
It is a tough question.
There are no easy answers.
No easy answers.
No.
This deep dive into Patricia's life is already proving to be an eye-opener.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen the power of cultural influence,
Mm-hmm.
the ability to turn setbacks into fuel for success,
Yeah.
the importance of consistency, and
Absolutely.
the courage to be authentic, even when you face those societal pressures.
It's really inspiring.
But we're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah, we've got a lot more to uncover.
Yeah.
We'll be back to explore more of Patricia's journey.
All right.
So stick with us.
This is good.
All right. It's amazing how Patricia can just, navigate the complexities of online life.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about the cyber stalking.
Right.
That was scary.
Yep.
That's a real reminder
It
of
is.
the potential downsides
Yeah.
of being so visible online.
It really makes you think twice about how much you want to share.
Oh, for sure.
Patricia even mentioned that she pulled back a bit
Yeah.
and was a lot more cautious about what she was sharing about her personal life
Right.
after that experience.
I get it.
It is a tough balance.
It is.
Wanting to connect with your audience,
Yeah.
but also protect yourself.
It's like walking a tightrope.
Yeah.
You're constantly looking for that sweet spot
yeah.
between being engaged and being safe.
Exactly.
But then again, Patricia has always been about balance.
Yeah.
I mean, think about how she built this incredible career
Yeah.
while maintaining a strong relationship with her husband, Mike.
Right.
Working together, raising kids, that's not easy.
Not easy at all.
That's a lot.
It is a juggling act.
It is.
But they seem to have figured out what works for them.
they do.
She really emphasized those clear boundaries
Right.
and having those separate workspaces,
Yeah.
especially when you're both passionate about the same things.
Yeah, I think those boundaries are crucial,
Yeah.
It's just too easy for
Right.
work to take over everything
Yeah.
when you're in that kind of environment.
Right.
Having those designated spaces
Mm.
physically and mentally
Right.
just helps protect the relationship from being all about work
Exactly.
all the time.
And, it's not just about avoiding conflict.
Right.
It's about preserving those moments of connection
Yeah.
and relaxation.
Yeah.
And, it was interesting to hear them talk about the positive impact
Yeah.
that their children have had
Yeah.
on their work-life balance.
Interesting.
You'd think
Yeah.
that having kids would just make things more chaotic.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
But for them,
Yeah.
it seems like it brought some structure.
It does seem kind of counterintuitive, doesn't it?
It does.
But when you think about it, having kids forces you to prioritize things.
Right.
You got to be intentional with your time.
Right.
And for Patricia and Mike, it seems like that created a rhythm for them.
That benefits both their work life
Right.
and their family life.
Exactly.
It's good. It's a good reminder that sometimes
Yeah.
the things we think are challenges actually end up being unexpected gifts
It's true.
in our lives.
Speaking of gifts,
Yeah.
Patricia's platform, The Break, seems to be just that.
It is. Yeah.
It's like this gift that she's giving to other women,
Absolutely.
demystifying finance.
Yes.
Empowering them to take control of their money.
I mean, it's such a needed thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that budgeting spreadsheet she mentioned?
I do, yeah.
Downloaded like over 20,000 times in just 2 weeks.
It's amazing.
That's incredible. It just shows you how much people are like craving this information.
Yeah.
Especially when it's, presented in a way that's easy to understand,
I mean,
interesting and engaging.
It's not just about, managing your money.
No, it's not.
It's about that feeling of confidence and freedom.
That comes with really understanding your finances.
Exactly.
Making informed decisions.
That's the key.
It's about feeling empowered to create the life you want.
Yes.
On your own terms.
Yeah, and it's interesting how her own experiences with money have informed this project.
Right.
She's talked about her financial recklessness before.
Mm-hmm.
She's even gotten into trouble with taxes,
She has.
It just goes to show that we all make mistakes.
We do.
Even those who seem to have it all figured out.
Right.
What's important is that we learn from those mistakes and use them to help others.
And that's what makes her message so relatable and impactful.
It really does.
It does.
That authenticity really resonates with people.
And speaking of authenticity,
Right.
she's also been really candid about the challenges of being a successful woman,
Yeah.
in this influencer space.
Especially in that space.
Especially in that space.
It's tough.
Remember how she talked about those double standards?
Oh.
The pressure to just stay humble.
It's a constant battle.
It is.
She used those examples of Ben Francis from Gymshark
Right.
and Grace Beverly from Tala
Yeah.
to really illustrate that point.
Right.
A man celebrates his success.
Mhm.
He's ambitious. He's driven.
Right.
A woman does the same thing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she's considered arrogant or boastful.
It's so frustrating.
It is. It's a frustrating reality.
It is.
It puts women in this impossible situation where they have to downplay their achievements
Right.
just to avoid judgment.
It makes you wonder,
It does.
how much we internalize these societal expectations
Yeah,
without realizing it.
for sure.
Do we hold ourselves back
Exactly.
from celebrating our own wins?
Yeah,
Do we shy away from opportunities?
Yeah.
Because we're afraid of what people are going to think?
that's a big one.
Yeah. These are important questions to ask
Yeah.
because challenging these double standards
Yeah.
really starts with recognizing them
Absolutely.
and then refusing to let them dictate our actions.
Right. You have to take control of your own narrative.
And Patricia's story is a powerful reminder of that.
It is.
She's not afraid to own her success.
Yeah.
And to speak her truth.
It's inspiring.
It is.
It really is.
Even if it means going against the grain.
Yeah,
It's about breaking down those barriers,
it is.
not just for ourselves, but for all women.
That's right.
And Patricia's leading by example,
She is.
showing us that we can be successful
Mm-hmm.
and ambitious
Yeah.
and authentic
Yeah.
all at the same time.
You don't have to pick just one.
We don't.
You can have it all.
One of the things that struck me about Patricia's story
Yeah.
is her incredible journey from those early mornings cleaning offices to building this multifaceted empire.
It's amazing.
It's incredible.
It is.
It's a testament
It is.
to the power of hard work and resilience
Yeah.
and just never giving up
Right.
on your dreams.
It's not just about the destination either.
Right?
It's about the journey,
Mm-hmm.
It's about the ups and downs, the
Yeah.
lessons learned. Those
Yeah.
are the things that shape you.
They do.
Those are the things that make you who you are.
And Patricia's journey is far from over.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see what she does next.
Me too. She's a force.
She is a force to be reckoned with.
Patricia's story's got so many different sides to it.
It does.
It's not just about her success as an entrepreneur,
Right.
but she's so dedicated to empowering others, especially women.
Absolutely.
Like she's taken all her passions,
Yeah.
for beauty, for finance, for building community,
Yeah.
and just kind of woven them together into this incredible thing.
It's a powerful reminder that we don't have to just choose one path.
Right.
We can have all these different interests and weave them together to create something really, really special.
Absolutely. And I think she's done a brilliant job of building a platform that goes way beyond a brand.
Yeah,
It's a movement.
it is.
It's a community of women who are there to support each other and uplift one another.
And she does it all while staying true to herself,
Yeah,
which is so refreshing to see.
it is.
In a world that's so obsessed with perfection
Right.
and this like flawless image,
Totally.
Patricia's willingness to be vulnerable,
Yeah.
to share her struggles and her triumphs, that's what makes her so relatable.
It is.
And so engaging.
That authenticity,
Mhm.
that's what resonates with people.
Absolutely.
It reminds you that you don't have to have it all figured out
Right.
to make a difference.
You really don't.
You can be successful and ambitious and still keep it real.
Yeah. And show your flaws.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember when she talked about her work ethic early on?
Oh, yeah.
Cleaning offices with her mom at 5 a.m. before school?
Oh, my God.
It's like that experience really instilled in her
It did.
this sense of dedication
Yeah.
and perseverance
Yeah.
that she's carried with her through every challenge.
It really is a testament to the power of hard work
Yeah.
and consistency, especially in a time where instant gratification
Right?
is like the norm.
It is.
Her story's a reminder that the most rewarding things
Mm-hmm.
often take time and effort
Yeah.
and a lot of grit.
And it's not just about her own success either.
Right.
Her platform, The Break,
Mm-hmm.
is all about giving women the tools and the knowledge
Yeah.
to take control of their money
Yes.
and build a secure future.
It's so important.
It is.
Financial literacy is so overlooked.
Yeah.
And she's making it accessible and engaging for a
Yeah.
whole new generation of women.
It's not just about the numbers either.
No, it's not.
It's about that feeling of confidence
Yeah.
and that freedom
Yes.
that comes with understanding your finances
Exactly.
and making informed decisions.
It's about being empowered to create the life that you want on your own terms.
Absolutely.
And it's on your
Right.
terms.
I think Patricia's story reminds us that we all have the potential
We do.
to create positive change in our own lives
For sure.
and the lives of others.
We do.
We can share our knowledge, support the causes that we care about,
Mm-hmm.
or even just inspire the people around us.
Absolutely.
It starts with recognizing our own power
Yeah.
and using it to make a difference.
It really does.
As we wrap up our deep dive into Patricia Bright's incredible journey,
It's been a good one.
I think the biggest takeaway is
What is it?
authenticity,
Yes,
perseverance,
for sure.
and a passion for empowering others.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ingredients
Yeah.
for a truly impactful life.
She's shown us that you can be successful on your own terms.
Mm-hmm.
You can embrace your imperfections
Yeah.
and use your experiences to uplift and inspire others.
So as you go about your day today,
Mm-hmm.
think about this.
Okay.
What's one thing you can take from Patricia's story and
Yeah.
apply to your own life?
What is it?
Maybe it's her dedication.
Right.
Maybe it's her commitment to financial empowerment.
Yeah.
Maybe it's her authenticity.
It could be anything.
Whatever it is,
Yeah.
hold on to that inspiration
Mm-hmm.
and let it guide you as you go on your own journey.
And remember, the journey is just as important
Yeah.
as the destination.
Yes.
Embrace the challenges, celebrate your wins,
Absolutely.
and never stop learning.
That's it for our deep dive today.
Great deep dive.
Until next time,
Yes.
keep exploring, keep learning,
Keep going.
and keep striving to be the best version of yourself.